Hi, you guys, welcome back. If you haven't done video number 1, you want to go back, okay? If you haven't downloaded the free course on how to map out your customer journey, you want to do that, okay? Because like I said in the last video, about 90% of your sales, probably more than that, probably about 97% to 93% of your sales are not going to occur on social media. They're not. Okay, so what is it? Where does that occur? That occurs in email. That occurs in direct messages. All of that, okay? So you've got to have a customer journey mapped out, okay? How do they find you? Okay, why are you doing this? Today we're talking about how do I help people? Okay, and you may be like, honey, I want to know now, like, what's my customer path? We're going to get there, okay? But there's some fundamental things, okay? It's like we're building a house right now. And if I just simply threw up some walls and there was dirt on the ground, there would be no foundation, okay? So we're building this foundation just a little bit, okay? So stick with me. Today is all about how do I help people? Okay, you created a business because you have a product or a service that you 100% believe helps people. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit of why do people buy? Okay, part of what we have to look at in our content marketing, what we post on social media, on our Facebook business page, or Instagram, all of that is we have to post and give them benefits and features. Okay, let's talk about first though, why do people buy? People buy because you are either saving them time, you're saving them money, maybe it's an impulse buy, okay, but even then they typically, they know you a little bit before they impulse buy, okay, or you make them feel better. Okay, so out of those three, and you guys, it's in your workbook, okay, how do you help them? Okay, how do you save them time? How do you save them money? Or how do you make them feel better? Okay, so let me give you some examples because it's always helpful to have a few examples, okay? I talked about Carrie in the last video. She has an amazing Lazy Day cooking club that is freezer meals for your crock pot. You get 20 plus recipes per month. Okay, so super easy to freeze that, or just go ahead and put the recipe. If you forget to freeze, put them in the crock pot, dinner's done. Okay, what is she helping them? She's helping them save time, right? Because it's not that question of what's for dinner? Honey, what's for dinner? I don't know. Do these kids have to eat today? Okay, so that she's saving them time, but she's also saving them money. They actually calculated, so I'm talking to their members, how much they saved per month. So on her sales page, on her email opt-in, all of that, they talk about like how much money you save by having meal plans, okay? By having these meals done and put into the crock pot. Okay, so that's a good example of saving both time and saving money. Okay, Connie, I have a physical product. Okay, but is your physical product making them feel better? Do I look cute with those earrings? Does my body look more flattering because of the way that shirt hangs or those pants fit me? Okay, what is it that's making them feel good? Okay, and when you figure that out, okay, so what I want you to do in your workbook is I want you to just brainstorm, okay? Brainstorm all of that. I want you to put a list, like here's time savers, here's money savers, here's how it makes them feel good, okay? Those are the words that you're gonna use on social media. So many times, all I see is here's the features. you know, here's a pair of leggings and they're a size large and they fit true to size and they're super comfy. Okay, those are all features of that. But what's the benefit? How does it make me feel? Okay, does it save me money because they last longer? Okay, you've got to get to the place where on social media, you're talking about the benefits because it makes them curious. Okay, so if they're a little bit curious, they're wondering how come yours is better than your competitors. Because here's what your competitor's saying. You know, you need this, you need this. Okay, so how do you stand up? How do you stand out in front of your competitor? You talk more about the benefits. You connect with them emotionally. Okay, there's 1,000 people or more selling lipstick, selling makeup, selling cooking wear, selling digital products. Y'all, I've heard people say like, well, I can't sell because it's oversaturated. You are not selling. Let me say that again. You are not selling because you're not connecting with them emotionally in the benefits, and then you're not moving them to the next conversation. I told you in video 1, 3 to 7% of people will buy that first time, okay? But I also said, okay, the last time you went and found a fridge or a stove or a car or a house, you didn't like look up a photo and be like, oh, buy, oh, buy. People do research. People, they need some information there. And that's where, when you know that, and when that's where you're going with your content, okay, then people are taking notice. So in your workbook, how do you help them? Okay, how are you saving time? How are you helping them save money? How are you making them feel better about themselves? Okay, and then I want you to put on the bottom, list out your product and put what are some of those features. Okay, so the first one was what are the benefits? Okay, because people buy emotional. But then what are some of those features? And I want you to think about this. The last time that you purchased something, what were those features? Okay. So let me give you some examples. Okay. Let's go back to Carrie and her crock pot freezer meals. Okay. Features, you get 20 plus recipes a month. Features, there's a Facebook group for you to ask questions. Features, you can see past recipes when you join, so you can go in and search and find the ones that you love. Features, you can search by what you have on hand, chicken, beef, whatever that is. Okay, let's do a physical product. Features, okay, these, let's say you're selling jewelry, okay, it's a high grade of silver, so it's not gonna turn your skin a different color, green. Okay, they're lightweight, they're not gonna hurt your ears. Okay, what are those features that your competitor is not talking about? Because here's what people post on social media. Buy it, buy it. And people are tired of seeing that. How many of you guys, be honest, you've been scrolling through social media and all of a sudden there's, an ad, and what's the first thing that you do? You look at the photo and then you decide if you're going to do it and you keep going. You just keep going. Okay. Why is that? Okay. It is because that's our nature. Facebook has become more and more, Instagram too. Okay. It's more and more, even on Pinterest, it's more and more of here's an ad, here's an ad. That's how they make money. So you got to stand out. You got to stand out. So I want you to get really specific, okay? And if you need to take another sheet of paper, write out your top 5 or 6 products. Heck, do every single product. What are the benefits? What are the features? Okay, so the next step, okay? Because if you haven't downloaded the workbook, it's really a full course, okay? You need to go get it. It's free. I literally could charge for this, and I'm not. So make sure you go download it. The link's in the description, okay? We're gonna talk about how do I introduce myself? What social media channels do you need to be on? Do a little comparison, okay? I'm gonna talk about all the different social media channels and how can you repurpose a lot of what you're doing, repurpose it and use it on multiple channels. Okay, so make sure you download it. The next worksheet in the next video is in the next part. Okay, so we'll see you over there.